natuurlijk heeft gepositioneerd in de foodservicemarkt. Dat gaan we ook dit jaar doen. 5 jaar geleden kwam Neme Darwish, toen woonde hij nog in het Midden-Oosten, hij heeft daar een Vlaamse leren kennen, Caroline Delbecq. En ze zijn naar Gent gekomen en hebben daar Heirloom gestart. En het gaat pijlsnel met deze ondernemer. 5 hotels onder de naam Heirloom. 2 Libanese restaurants onder de naam Beiruti en ook nog 2 sushi-bars onder de naam Yokoso Sushi. Dus een rasondernemer zoals we bij Food Service Alliance heel graag zien komen. Niet voor niets door Unizo vorig jaar verkozen tot beloftevolle KMO van het jaar. Ook dit jaar vallen ze misschien nog in de prijzen, want met Beiruti ook nog eens genomineerd voor de Restaurant Concept Awards van Leaders Club. Ik ben heel benieuwd naar zijn verhaal. Hier is Neme Darwish, dames en heren.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the alliance. Thank you everyone for being here. First of all, I would like to apologize that I will speak in English. My wife is in charge of my Dutch education, and she only told me that whenever I see a beautiful woman, I should only say to her, "Ik ben getrouwd." This is as much as I speak Dutch for now. It doesn't work, by the way. Since then, I always don't know why people invite us to speak. I know they said that we were quite fast. We don't believe that. We actually believe that we're very slow. And I will tell you where does this come from. We don't get invited to speak because of my sense of humor, because that was the only joke I would say. I think that people think of us somehow of a success. The society looks at us and think that we are successful. I'm very humbled by this, but I want to tell you a little bit about the history and why would a foreigner come all the way to Belgium to do business. Because I get to see things that Belgian people are just, it's normal for them. And this is a big power that we have, is that I listen a lot. So the first thing is, who are we? And this is our past. It's very humbling. If you take your phone, whatever phone it is, whatever search engine you have, wherever you are in the country, whatever cookies you have, just write down from dishwasher to CEO. There's only one guy that would show up. It's me. And I'm very humbled by this because I come from nothing. And before I hit 30, I was managing $1.8 billion in the Middle East. With Caroline, of course, not without her. This is very important. We'll know why in the next slides. And the reason behind it is, I have no idea. So I hope you help me to figure it out in the next slide. So this is us. You can find more important, interesting information also on Google. So this thing works. This is our current company in Belgium. It's called Water. Water is misspelled on purpose. So we took off the letter E. Something that we do very regularly is we challenge the convention. We never accept the status quo. We remove the letter E because it saves us a lot of time and a lot of money in the future. Every time we want to print or write or give a business card, that's one minus letter. This is how much detailed we are when it comes to efficiency. Anyway, we don't pronounce it. Why not? And we challenge the convention is something that we live by. Day by day, since I remember, since Caroline and I met, we don't do anything else. This is Caroline and I. Before I came to Belgium, they told me the Belgian horses are the strongest horses in the world. So one Belgian horse can actually pull 4,000 pounds alone. 2 Belgian horses, you would think, they would pull 8,000 pounds. They don't. Any idea? What do you think, sir? It's more difficult to start. Good point. 16,000. So you put 2 Belgian horses together, they pull out much more than their total. Now listen to this very, very well. You put 2 Belgian horses in the same farm, in the same barn, for more than 2 years, they pull 32,000 pounds. The record for Belgian horses is 48,000 pounds. This is how much strength they pull together. Caroline and I, we're married, but it's much more than this. We don't know how to do business alone. We have learned for the past 15 years to do business together. So our companies, wherever they are built this way. They are built 1 + 1 = 1. And we have this image all over our businesses, wherever country we do business in. And it says, water will challenge the convention. Caroline and I have nothing in common. Maybe one thing. She's elegantly beautiful, and as you see, yours truly. Caroline went to Vlerick and went to Lyon, and you know the education system here. I went to Cornell, wasted some of my money, but it was great education. She comes from here, I come from the Middle East. Obviously, she's a lady and I'm a man. So that contrast has helped us through what I'm going to tell you about next. Currently, what do we do? Currently, we have 4 restaurants. Today, we're opening a 5th one in Mechelen. In January, we'll open a 6th one called Lombardi Pizza. And in February, we'll open in Antibes the first franchised Beiruti Express. We have 4 brands: Beiruti, the real Lebanese; Beiruti Express, a version that only does takeaway; Yokoso Sushi, collaborative robots from Japan, from the Suzumo family, makes the best sushi out of consistency, so the flavor is always the same. Lombardi Pizza coming in January. We have 5 hotels. The story is also Belgian inspired. We were walking next to the train station and we saw it's written, the next big thing is a lot of small things. We were applying to build hotels in Ghent and we got rejected 3 times to build a 100-room hotel. And that was the answer to our problem. Instead of building one big hotel in a country known for hospitality, we can build a lot of small ones. And no one will know they are one brand. So the customer, when he goes to booking.com and he chooses, whatever he chooses, we have a higher chance that he will choose us. So we are in food, so we have water food, water hospitality, and water entertainment. Some of our hotels you may know, some of them you may not know. We have a Flemish tale. Each one of them has a beautiful, beautiful story about the Belgian history and about what I learned and what Caroline learned from what is it being Belgian. And the House of Trade, the House of Edward, after Edward Ansari, the mansion, after the Paap family, a great brewer that owned the mansion in the middle of Hoogstraat, and the librarian next to the Kirk Library. Then we are in the entertainment business, but our version of the entertainment business, so we have pottery studios. You can go there, make very nice clay, and you can become a professional all the way. We bring some of the best teachers from all over the world to share their knowledge here. So these 3 businesses have been doing very, very well for us. Who is our customer? Now, the first thing, it says no alcohol consumption. It says that on purpose to get your attention. The first thing is no alcohol consumption necessary. When I came here, I learned a couple of things. First of all, it's a beautiful country with a lot of beers. So it's a great place to have a lot of fun. Second, every time I asked the business, I said, what do you sell more, food or beverage? So, are you crazy, man? Of course, beverage. I said, but you're a restaurant. He says, no, we sell beverage, super profitable. I said, interesting, okay. Then I started asking people, would you have a meal if you're not drinking? And here is where we started collecting a lot of information. So we found out a product, a person, an opportunity, a niche market. And this is what continuously, we will probably challenge your mind a little bit, is we do the unthinkable. I said, how about we open a restaurant that is focused on food? But we go all the way that we only serve water. We're not going to even serve orange juice. We have food scientists working with us. We have 0 chefs. If you ever visit our restaurant, you will know this. We have only food scientists. So the food scientists showed me what orange juice does. But worse, what Tabouli does to a Cheval Blanc from 1981. If you have a great bottle of wine, you really want to have it with some parsley? I do not think so. And so we tried a new idea, and we knew that it will attract a lot of marketing. But we didn't know that we're going to have a community because of it. So we have a community that refuses to think that this is a big part of it. I also, from our old days as an employee, I worked for a very big chain. A hotel in Singapore had a bar called Eau de Vie. You know what they serve? 358 kinds of water. That's it. We forgot why we stopped drinking water. And so we took it to the heart and we started to do something that is unthinkable. Yet it worked. The second thing that is very important for us is focus on healthy food. Man, we care about taste a lot. It's very important for us. That's why we are in the exotic kitchens. But the second thing we think about is nutritional food. You want to eat there. You want to receive nutrition. Look what Nestle is doing. They don't want to sell us stuff anymore without vitamins in them. They say this is a supplement that is in this cornflakes. And this is the future for us. So we concentrated on two things. How can we make the food lighter? So it feels lighter, it looks light. If I ask you now, please think of a light food. Many of the people in the room thought of something green called lettuce or a salad. Did anybody think of friend? Maybe I should not use friend. Did anybody think of a steak? When we said light food? No, our brain is predetermined to know what is light, what is not light. And so we would like to stand for what is light food. The third thing is the customer journey. I came here, and I have to say, it's one of the countries with the highest level of hospitality in Europe. But try to go inside the restaurant at 5 to 10. Try. It's like committing a crime. So the guest journey, if it's not a restaurant owned by Mama Papa, or a restaurant that is owned by a chain that is predetermined and has consistency and standard, there is a big time that you get like, go away. And so we said, we're going to become a customer-focused company. We're going to become customer-centric. We're going to truly focus on that customer in the middle. The fourth thing is, how can a guy like me come to the Belgian market and try to make great strawberry? There's no way. There's thousands of years of perfecting that recipes, or try to sell French fries. No way. So we said, we're going to concentrate on exotic food, whatever it is. In the future, you will hear us going into Indian food. You will hear us bringing Nando's from the UK. Anything that is exotic, we're going to be in it. And this is what we stand for. Out of all of this, the one thing that is truly important is we're actually at heart a very strong technology company. The ability to see these things did not come from a hunch or from a gut feeling. You can forget about it. It's a lot of data. And we have a lot of good Belgian technology partners, like Sile, you will hear from them later, ask them now. Like Epic Base, like Tenzo from the UK. And this gives us the advantage over our competitors, is we have the ability to see the world through numbers, not through opinions, but through really good numbers. So next, this is our company. So first one is the House of Edward on top. It shows you 2019. That's a very small hotel. And I think at that point we made 183,000 euro from 6 rooms. As you see now, it's 2021, we didn't recuperate yet. The second hotel, we opened it in the middle of Corona. As you see, it's growing. The House of Trade is in Sluizen in Ghent. It did not recuperate, and we're actually going to take it off our list next year. A Flemish Tale is in Volderstraat next to Korenmarkt, and it's already outperforming 2019. The Mansion, where we have the majority of our room. To be fair, in 2019, we only opened the last 3 months, so these figures don't add up. We have businesses that make below 500,000 and businesses that make above 1 million. This is how it is, because they require different management teams and different management staff. Now the restaurant, Beirut Ghent, as you see, his first year he made less than 1 million, then less than 500,000. Last year he made 1.5 million, 700. Selling food. We give water for free, by the way. Still and sparkling. We don't sell anything else. So we're talking food here. 100% the whole company focuses on making the best food. Then in Beirut, Brussels, we also opened in the middle of Corona. And maybe later I can tell you a little bit about this. And now, last year, or now already, we're making, I think we were about 1.3 million. 1.2 million when we made this presentation. And Yokoso Ghent, which also opened in the middle of Corona, is already at touching $500,000. Yokoso Methane, which opened only 2 months ago, is already making 100,000. In the entertainment business, Claymate Ghent, and you're going to hear about Claymate on Antibes also, so we opened in Côte d'Azur, a very interesting area for us, you will see later why. It's already above 100K. This is our most profitable business in Pottery Studio, by the way. Water, our company, we went from below $1 million to 1.3 million to 3.2 million to 4.1 million, and next year we plan to make 6.8 million. The company is only owned by Caroline and I. We don't have investors. The banks think I'm crazy all the time, so we don't have a lot of them. Actually, just to give credit, only Belfius, I don't know if they are here. Belfius Aalst, if you want to move your business somewhere, great place. Belfius Aalst. So this is our company in a nutshell. Caroline and I are very happy that we can create jobs. I swear to you, we believe that we must be the most profitable. I ran to Olivier and I said, Olivier, our EBITDA is only 7%. Is this normal? I come from a country where the EBITDA is 20. He said, yeah, it's good. I said, what is Buffett EBITDA? He said, you have to ask him yourself. So I'm going to look for you an answer today. So we're happy with the performance of our company. We want to do more, we want to create more jobs. That's the purpose of our company. Like the purpose of a car is not to put petrol in it, but actually to drive you from point A to point B. The purpose of our company is not to put money in it, but we need some money. I love money 100%. But I love it in my hands because it creates jobs. And so, I want to talk to you about this. I don't speak Flemish. I actually do. Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. Ik versta zeer goed. So I don't watch the news. I have zero contact with the news. Zero. So when here everybody, the energy crisis and inflation, since when inflation was a bad thing? Since when crisis was a bad thing? I come from nothing. Made money twice in crises. Do you think that would have been possible for a small little guy from Beirut to run 1.8 billion without a crisis? No. Crisis is opportunity, 100%. I would never pray for an easier life. But forever I will pray for the strength to endure a strong one, a hard one. So resilience has always led to prosperity. After the blah blah I said that it's very philosophical, I'll tell you a couple of examples. First, lockdown. We all witnessed it. First lockdown, no mask, no gel, nothing. I woke up in the morning, Caroline said to me, the government is going to give us money, man. You can stay home. I come from Beirut, there is no government. No one gives you money. So for me, this is like new. I said, how much money? Says they will give us 2,500 bridging loan. And the guys, like the team, says they will go home, they will get 30% less. Said 30% less? That's a rent. So we cannot do this. She said, but, and we agreed, both of us, that we open. So we went again, we walked around, we looked at McDonald's, closed. Went to Burger King, closed. Because you expect the international player to have a plan, right? Went to Pizza Hut, closed. And then it came to us. This is not a crisis. Medically third, I am not a professional, I'm only talking business. This is an opportunity. We get to play football without an opposing team, so we get to score as many goals as we want. This is a gift. Do you know any other way to get market share? Who was promoting on Instagram or on Facebook or like, no one. So actually spending 100 euros is like spending 3,000 euros. And so we did it. The first day we opened, Caroline gave me the look because we made 41 euros. So I told you. She didn't say I told you, but I felt it. The second day, we made 71 euros. I think this is the point where she had enough. She was about to tell me. Then the third day, the Centenaire came. Great local newspaper. He wrote, "The last man and woman standing." He was inspired. At home, we were thinking, how many days we're gonna eat spaghetti bolognese? How many days we're gonna eat soufre? Did you see Lebanese food? We have like 128 different dishes. Each of them has an odor, has a flavor. And I said, we are the entertainment on the tables. And she had a great idea that, you know what, people cannot come to us. How about we go to them? How about we deliver? So we started saying, yeah, maybe we deliver 5 kilometers. Then we said 10. And then we looked. And I said, how about 40 kilometers? And we started, we made one ad, 12,000 euros, how much we made per day. 12,000 euro in takeaway. I went to my neighbor and I convinced my neighbor to open and to sell waffles and coffee so people can wait. Those that come to pick up. This is resilience and it leads to prosperity. The second thing is they said hotels closed, Corona, no. Then we made the first hotel contactloos. I love this word. Two favorite words for me in Dutch. Gezellig. It's beautiful. And the first time I read contactloos. What a beautiful word. So we attracted all the PR because we were the first hotel that you don't see anybody. Virtual reception, you just walk in. And suddenly it became a word and a definition and it got us a lot of PR. Resilience. We went to Rue Saint Catherine 2 years ago and we were walking, me and Caroline, and it's a dream, you know, a little guy from Beirut and you think I'm going to have a restaurant in the middle of Brussels? And I looked, it was Little Asia, I put my hand inside and I looked at her, I said, oh, how great will it be that one day we can open a Beirut and serve the people of Brussels. 1 year later, we're sitting at Cashman and Wakefield, real estate partners. Says, we have an opportunity for you, but you have to decide today. Says, where? Says, in Rue Saint Catherine. We went there, it is the same exact restaurant. Took us 3 minutes to decide. Caroline is a smart one between us. So she crunched the numbers. And we took it. I transferred the money to the guy from our phone before I signed the contract because I didn't want this restaurant to go. Then I went to the bank, not Belgians. I learned the word zot for the first time. And you know, the nice thing about the bank is they talk to Caroline, so they don't offend me. So they say, no, we speak to someone like us. But I learned Meneer and zot. And that was it, I understood the bank said no. We still did it. We still did it. You want to know something personal? We sold our cars. We sold the property we had. We sold the land that I promised her to build a house on. And we opened that restaurant. Because we would not miss on an opportunity like this. Crisis is opportunity. And so I have a lot of these examples. And I hope that whenever you would like, you can get in contact with both of us and we can tell you about this. Because I actually learned it by looking at the history here. But this is a longer subject and they only gave me 10 minutes and there's only 1.3 left. And you all want to go and play. Now the second thing that I learned, so we're a growing company, right? We're expanding. We took it all the way, like really we push all the way. And it's every time I asked a peer, which means a company just like us that is trying to grow, where are you going? And he says, Benelux. 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 And then I look, and it's actually Beni. Not Benelux. It's Beni. Why are you going there? I asked myself. Then running, before when we used to run a very, very big company, I learned to play with the top 4 accounting firms. They have access to multi-international information. We went to Deloitte, you know, I thought I had the pockets I had. They sent me a bill, 28,000 euro. I'll show you the slide after. But it helped me with something. We're not going to Beni, man. Okay, we're not going to Beni because it's easy. We're not going to go to Beni because we speak Dutch. Everybody's going there. Did you read actually the Netherlands has a full-on economy? It cannot grow anymore. So what did we do? We looked at data, which I'm going to show you later. We're going to go to France and Germany. How convenient is that? We're surrounded by the 2 biggest economies in Belgium. You think it's a mistake? The 2 biggest economy in Europe. You think it's a mistake we came here? The 2 biggest economies, people, who's going to Germany? No. We're going to Germany. Berlin first, Munich second. So how did we get to this? Press the wrong button. 28,000 euro, please feel free to ask Olivier for it. I still go to Europe, by the way. So what does it say here? Total population of different cities around the world. Economy of countries is beautiful, but anybody that knows a little bit about economy knows that the future is economy of cities. So Dieppe, Antwerp, Brussels. And here what do we have? We have Brussels, Antwerp, Ghent, Charleroi, Paris, Marseille, Lyon, Nice, Berlin, Hamburg, Munich. Second, population per square meter after the total population. Age brackets, how many students, how many tourists, average yearly gross salary, average yearly spending on restaurant before COVID. Now look at this. In Ghent, we think we're making money. They spend 2,350 per year. Nice, 4,309. The second most interesting thing, average yearly spending on restaurants as a share of gross salary. Brussels, 3%. And we're bon vivant. Sorry, I say we, but right? Like, man, the restaurants are always full here. People love to eat. They love to celebrate. They love to drink. 3%. So this is opinion versus data. Where is 7%? Paris. Marseille, 9. Lyon, 9. Nice, 10. Benin? Benin what? And Nice is 10%. 10% of their salaries, they want to give it away. To have an experience, not to eat food. The rest is also very important, average yearly gross salary, and how did they conclude? So they gave us a ranking. You see, number 1 is Berlin. Number 1 is Berlin. Not Amsterdam. We all like Amsterdam for different reasons. I meant the architect. But come on, Berlin is number 1. So this is our plan, okay? We're gonna follow this. What we're gonna do is now we're 4 restaurants. We did this presentation before, but today we're 5. In 5 years, we wanna be 27, and in 10 years, we wanna be 100. It's an easy number to remember. Today, we're 41 rooms. In 5 years, we'll have 130. Those that follow our news, which I guess is not a lot. We just took a hotel in Brussels in front of Gare du Midi, so that number today is a little bit too low. And in 10 years, we would like to be 2,000 plus rooms. That's it, we want only 2,000 rooms. We have great technologies from revenue management. We use an AI system that changes the prices every 1 hour, so whoever has a hotel here may be familiar with it or not. We also don't have any reception, so our payroll cost is very low. But we have a great butler experience that is virtual and physical. So we can compete in COVID, non-COVID, war, non-war, anything you want, we're there for you. The second thing is the ceramic studios, we would like to add them to our experiences. So they are part of the hotels or they are part of the restaurants in the future. This is in numbers what we would like to do. How we're gonna do it? 1, we started franchising. So the first shop that is opening in Mechelen is a franchise, Beiruti Express. The first shop that is opening in Antibes Côte d'Azur is a franchise. How do we franchise? We recruit people in. They have to spend 9 months with us. After these 9 months, we decide if we franchise to them or not. Okay? We're a company with a very strong culture. I hope one day I will have a little bit more time to tell you about this. The second thing is we're doing crowdfunding. And you will know why later. We want to build a community. Support is not only when you buy homes. Support is when you know that you can put 5,000 euro with us, get your return on it, and what we're going to do with it. We're using also a local partner here in Ghent. But the third one is an institutional investor. As I said, Caroline and I own this business 50-50. We did not want to attract investors until 2024 because, like the bank, they will say, look. Like I showed you enough examples to show you how crazy we may look. And so in 2024, we would like to attract institutional investors because we believe that we're sitting on a Ferrari that we're currently driving very slow. But if you did not believe how insane we are, the next slide will prove it to you. The next slide is only the first step of why we came here. In 2030, we would like to be listed on the Belgian stock market. This is why we still pay people. Because they are babysitting Caroline and I on our journey to become a public listed company. These institutional investors that will join us, we don't want only their money. We want their minds, we want their hearts. We want them to become part of us. Just like 2 Belgian horses can pull so much. And this is the first step of what we would like to accomplish, actually. And believe it or not, I do not know if we will succeed or we will learn, but I know that we will give it all we've got to create those 10,000 jobs, because we believe that this is our purpose. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Much, David Darwish, for this inspiring keynote. Thank you so much. Let's leave it to this. U bent door aan het breken, dames en heren. Het was een hele boterham. En dat op een nuchtere